Hi all, I'm Biff Yeager, and I want to help Mary with promote this site, and also I'm going to ask you for a little help towards the end of this. Now, Mary has a lot of exciting things planned for this site, I understand. It's going to have subscriptions for bi-monthly or monthly gift boxes filled with different items from different shows made by fans like you or cast members of the show. Maybe even some of my artwork that I do or the children's books that I wrote, which are on Amazon right now. If you do search for them, though, you have to search by my name, Biff Yeager. The titles, for some reason, they don't come up, but the titles are Smokey the Cat Finds His Purr, and another one is Silly Lop, about Santa's little elf, a little strange elf that makes strange kind of toys. He makes a drum that goes beep and a horn that goes rat-a-tat-tat, a baby doll that says tweet. So if you're interested in children's books, you have children or grandchildren you like to read to, you can look those up. Um, I understand Mary's also going to do live interviews with fans like you and cast members, possibly me in the near future, next week maybe sometime. Uh, and we'll talk about a lot of the different shows I worked on. I know a lot of you know me primarily as Tom the Contractor on Gilmore Girls. Played that for 3 or 4 years. But I have been on other shows like Heart of Dixie, where I was the animal wrangler, Scrubs, where I was the doctor in the morgue. I forget, there's a title for that, but I forget what it is right now. Star Trek The Next Generation, where I played Commander Argyle. Baskets, starring Zach Galifianakis, which was on this week, by the way. They told me it was going to be on September, but it was this week. I played a character called Dwayne on that show. I hope you caught it. If not, it's probably going to be rerun. And I worked in a lot of films too, like Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, Sid and Nancy. IMDb has over a list of over 130 credits that I've done over the years, many of which I've forgotten because it was so long ago. But I've worked with a lot of stars that I've admired all my life. People like Ed Harris, Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Julianne Moore, George Clooney, who directed me in his film, Suburbicon. That was very fun. I really enjoyed that. George is a great guy. But if we do a live interview, you can ask me any questions that you like about any of the people I've worked with or any of the shows I've been on or my artwork. And I'm going to show you a couple of pieces or a few pieces of things that I've done. Like here's a couple of acrylics. This first one is a poured acrylic. Just pour paint on a canvas until it comes out with a design I like. This is where I sprayed acrylics on water and then dipped the canvas into it. Here's a couple of photographs. This is a fence in a field that I thought was very interesting up here in the mountains where I live. And here's a rock formation. I don't know if any of you remember the old Conehead sketch on Saturday Night Live. This reminded me so much of it. I don't know if you see a Conehead in it, but I do. Here's a couple of digital art pieces that I did on Photoshop, just using various filters and brushes. Now here's some fractals. Fractals are very interesting. You can get free fractal programs online that you can download. And it's very simple to use, really. They give you equations, mathematical equations. You put an equation back into the program, just change a number or an iteration or a letter, just part of the equation, and you come up with something completely different, colors completely different. It's really amazing the type of creative, abstract pieces you can do with these fractal programs. Here's some 3D pieces that I've printed on my computer. I didn't design any of these. I haven't gotten to that yet, but like this one is called Cat Stretch Candy Bowl. The designer is Billy D. Here's 4 dragon head candle holder. Designer is Julia Tuches. And this one I really like. I was really surprised my printer did all of this. This is called Vase or Vase Dazzler, and this entire piece, the rose, the petals, the vase, the base, all were printed on my 3D printer. I was really surprised this printer was able to do it. The electronics are credited to Vorpal, and as you see, it changes colors. You turn them on, and some beautiful colors, and it changes in the vase. Anyhow. Those are some of the things I've done. And now back to what I would like you to help me with. I'm in a contest on Fine Art America, excuse me. I have some of my pieces up on their contest, and the winner of the contest will have their piece or pieces on billboards all over Los Angeles. That would be kind of nice to do. Now, I need 250 votes for one or on all three of the pieces that I have up there. You click on the links below, you'll see the pieces. And please do vote on one, or like I said, you can vote on all three. So do that if you will. And please, it's most important that you share the links with your friends by email or talking about them or through any social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media you're on. And one other thing, since Mary has talked about having contests on her site also, maybe she can help me with a contest. I decided that if any one or all three of my pieces reach the final judging with 250 votes, they don't have to win the contest. All they have to do is get into the final judging with 250 votes, and I will put it up in a contest where I'll ask you to send in your name or a number or something I'll pick from a hat, and you can win an autographed print of any one of the pieces that makes it into the final vote, final 250 vote. So I hope you help me out. I hope you win one of the pieces. I hope you like it if you do win it. And don't forget to check back in this site often because a lot of exciting things are going to be happening on this site. Thank you for listening.